ViolarulesReacts here, and welcome to another My Little Pony Friendship is Magic blind commentary. Today I'm going to be reacting to Season 7, Episode 18, Daring Done. One thing that I've been wondering about, since I did see this in the sidebar a few times, so I was already clued in that this would be a Daring Do episode. Back in Episode 14, when Twilight had the big idea to release their journal to the masses, I noticed that something that was emphasized a lot was the fact that one of Rainbow Dash's entries was her first encounter with Daring Do, where they found out that Daring Do and A.K. Yearling are the same person. Regardless of whether or not she actually put that in her journal entry, wouldn't it sort of tip everybody off that Daring Do is not a fictional character in a book? And wouldn't that make Daring Do's job a lot harder, since she would probably be easy to spot? Unless there's no description of her physical features in any of the first books that she wrote. But from how accurate Rainbow Dash's fantasy about it in Read It and Weep, I think was the name of the episode, for Daring Do was, I'm going to assume that there was. So I get the feeling that it'd be harder for her to do her job. Of course, I also know that they make the episodes separate from each other. They don't do them one after another. So it's quite possible that this episode was made even before episode 14 was, and that it'll have absolutely no connection to episode 14 in that way. I kind of hope it does, just so like Rainbow Dash learns that you can't, just write down anything, and also to be careful about what you share. But I guess we'll go ahead and see. So let's go ahead and get started.
Morning, Pinkie Pie. Get your Ponyville Chronicle right here.
Fantastic!
Who is this, Colton?
To be both happy happenings, and it's always good to be a pony in the know, you know? And there's so much to know.
Like what?
Seems like a bunch of boring hooey to me. Does new shrubbery in Castle Garden sound like boring hooey to you?
Kind of.
News. What about parasite infestation in Philadelphia eradicated? That's great news.
Nice callback.
Another day, another Parasprite hype story.
Hype story.
Noodles named official food of Winneapolis. Author A.K. Yearling announces retirement.
Oh my god, what?
Action heating up for candidate in favor of
Rainbow?
What? Oh, let me see that. I never knew you were so into politics, Rainbow.
No.
This can't be true.
Did Daring
I
Do
didn't know
quit?
Noodles is the official food of Winneapolis either, but here we are.
Pinkie.
No, Pinkie! I can't believe that the greatest author and secret pony adventurer of all time, A.K. Yearling, is retiring!
Oh my god, please tell me that it's actually related to,
Hey, are you sure she wants visitors? Pinkie,
please tell me that's related to episode 14. I want it to be.
Out of the blue. Something could be really wrong.
Or maybe she's completed all of her quests and now Izodal is no longer a threat. And oh, that's right, because Caballero and Awazodal would.
She writes more Daring Do books, are you?
Yeah, she is.
Of course not. But that wouldn't hurt either. Now, come on. Maybe she's not home. Maybe she went to the editor-in-chief of the Ponyville Chronicle to correct the misprint they made. Nope, she's home. How do you know? Because she's right there, looking all sad and alone. Oh, I knew it. Something is wrong. AK! Now she's fine with the weight of the world. Now she's hanging her head in utter despair.
Is she?
Now she's shaking her hoof and cursing the heavens like nothing could ever possibly be the same again. Why, oh, why did this happen to her? What? Whoops, never mind. That time she was just stretching.
What?
AK, it's us! Rainbow Dash and Pinkie Pie! You're friends!
Hi. She's not even wearing her hat, I noticed. Wow, she's actually packing out.
Somebody ransack her cottage again and steal some ancient mysterious relic that's the key to saving all of Equestria? Ooh, sparky!
What is that?
Nothing's been stolen. Then is some pony blackmailing you and forcing you to retire? 'Cause if they are... No, nothing like that. So, you're just quitting and moving away? Why would you do that?
I already explained everything to the Ponyville Chronicle.
Oh, really? Author A.K. Yearling announced yesterday that the next adventure novel in her popular series, Daring Do and the Curse of the Pharaoh's Tomb, will be her last. Yearling looks forward to her retirement. It doesn't explain anything. It just says you're giving up writing stories. But most ponies don't know that you actually are Daring Do, and that the stories are real. So what you're really saying is that you're giving up being Daring Do, but you're not saying why. Of course, if you don't feel like talking about it, that's A-okay.
Thank you, Pinky.
A.K. As your friends, we completely understand.
Thank you for being the voice of reason.
Oh, yeah! We just came to make sure you're all right. That's really why we wanted to find out what's going on.
If you really want to know, my last quest took me to a village in southern Equestria, where I started seeing these.
Wake of Destruction, Daring Do ruins entire village marketplace.
What?
Dare or scare? Local rogue Daring Do involved in frightful fiasco. Daring Do leads ball into china shop during high-speed chase.
That's enough! Every pony I tried to help is mad at me.
That's not true. They're not mad at A.K. Yearling. They're mad at Daring Do.
They're the same person.
They don't sell my books in southern Equestria. The ponies there don't know who A.K. Yearling is. They only know Daring Do. And apparently she does more harm than good.
And I guess it's a good thing you look so different as A.K. Yearling. So all we have to do is go down there and explain to these ponies that none of this stuff is true.
I really wish that this was a map episode,
But that's just the thing.
but I guess I don't see how.
What?
Yeah.
I guess I've always been so focused on saving priceless relics and stopping the bad guys that I never really thought about the mess I leave behind.
You are in a tricky pickle. But why is all this happening now?
I guess ponies are finally fed up. Either way, I'm done with adventures. Having or writing.
Wow.
Come on! For every one pony who's upset, there must be at least 100 that know you're a hero!
I don't think so, Dash.
Yeah, I kind of doubt it too, but we just
Why
have
don't
to
we
go
visit this village
figure it out.
Somnambula.
Somnambula?
ourselves?
Those articles seem to make it pretty clear how the villagers feel.
But if we go there, the ponies can tell you in person just how much they appreciate you. And what a heap of rotten apple cores these articles are.
You really think so?
I know so.
Maybe.
Let's go.
I like how this sort of parallel with the first episode where we met Daring Do, because Rainbow Dash lost her self-worth because she put Daring Do up on such a pedestal, sort of an inverse of that. This looks
This is so
familiar
cool.
for some
It
reason.
looks just like that village in your last book, where Daring Do recovers the doomed diadem from the Wild Bunch gang, who chase after her through the desert.
It should. I based that entire chapter on my experiences here in Somnambula.
What happens? No, wait, don't tell me. I changed my mind. Tell me.
Okay.
Daring Do thwarts Awizodal's evil plot to separate the sister crown relics. And if it wasn't for her, the region would be cursed with eternal night, and the entire town of Somnambula would have sunk into the ground. No chance that these ponies don't think you're a hero.
Unless they don't know about the curse.
Hiya there, mister. I was hoping you could
Hello,
tell me about a pony named Daring
Grandpair
Do.
recolor.
I hear she's an awesome adventure pony hero.
Daring Do? Oh, she's awesome, all right.
At destroying everything.
Awesome at destroying ponies' apple carts
Oh.
and priceless sacred statues.
Oh.
Indeed. Daring Do is a menace.
Hello,
who destroys
Caballeron.
Everything she touches.
What? No! Daring Do is the exact opposite of a menace!
I tried to tell you. Coming back here was a mistake.
Really? They didn't recognize Caballeron's voice? I recognize Caballeron's voice.
So we picked a bad example. There was just one angry pony. 2 angry ponies!
It doesn't matter. I never should have come with you. You two should just go home.
Come on, we gotta follow her. I don't know. It really seemed like she doesn't want us cramping her saddle. But we have to convince her that ponies do appreciate her. As her friend, I have to make sure she believes that.
Well, it's good that Rainbow's heart is in the right place.
It's the get on in. Daring Do
the get on in.
Which means there must be ponies here who love Daring Do. Maybe they can help us. My nose is telling me to help myself to muffins.
I thought whenever they go to like some far off place, they serve muffins. Ooh.
She's fancy. I got this. A good evening to you, madame. We are but weary travelers who humbly wish to inquire on the status of a certain mare of intrigue taking residence here.
What in southern Equestria are you on about?
Is it true that Daring Do stays here?
Ha! Not anymore, she doesn't.
Why not?
Why not? The last time I rented that rascal a room, she was in such a rush to hightail it out of here, she didn't even pay her bill. After that, a band of ruffians showed up and destroyed half the rooms looking for her. Guess she made them even more mad than she made me.
No. You got it all wrong.
Huh, how do you figure?
Daring Do was trying to save every pony from the curse of the doomed diadem of Zilati. And she was only in a rush because she had to get the crown back to the tiara of Teotlale before the curse took effect.
What?
Chapter 17.
Sounds like a tall tale to me. And a hard one to believe now that I know Daring Do is a scoundrel and a thief. Every year, ponies come to offer precious glow pads to the somnambula statue in the village in hopes for a good future. Why, that poor fella had his glow pads necklace stolen by Daring Do just yesterday.
There's AK!
Daring Do ruined our town and stole our precious Glopez. We need to make sure that if she turns
I
up
see.
again,
Cavaleron is ruining
consequences.
her
Every pony
reputation.
who's with me, meet at the statue tomorrow.
Now I'm getting blamed for things I didn't even do? Why would I steal from them?
They are super bad! But we're still staying the night, right? Because I already ate all the free mini muffins. Listen, AK, after a good night's sleep, we're gonna fix all of this. I promise.
Let me guess, the statue is a key part in whatever curse it is that Cavaleron's trying to bring about and blaming it on Daring Do.
Explain to every pony how wrong they all are. Yeah, and then I'll be like, what she said.
Easy peasy cheesy.
Exactly!
Here it is! The remains of our somnambula statue! Now that Daring Do has destroyed it, tell me, where will we hang our glow pads?
We don't even have any glow pads because they were stolen by Daring Do!
They were stolen by Cavaleron, who stole them. Who got them.
Daring Do would never steal anything! And okay, she destroyed your statue, but it was because she was trying to save you all from Aoizotl! Aoizotl, he's got a big, long neck, itty bitty face, weird claw thingy on his tail.
No, they don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, I know him! He's a baddie!
Thank you, Pinky, for the assistance.
Trust me, if Aoizotl had gotten away with the doomed diadem, your entire village would have been swallowed up! And that's a lot worse than losing some crummy old statue.
Uh-oh.
This was not some crummy old statue. It was the namesake of our town. If you want to understand us, you must first understand her.
Who?
Somnambula. Long ago, this village
Oh, we have another
fell prey
legend.
to an evil sphinx who demanded most of their crops. Like her fellow villagers, Somnambula didn't have much. But she used what she had to keep others from giving up hope. The son of the pharaoh, Prince Hizan, was so moved by her compassion that he decreed no pony would go hungry again.
But what happened?
When Hizan stood up to the Sphinx, the beast captured him, telling the pharaoh the only way to get Hizan back was to solve her riddle. No pony would volunteer to save the prince. No pony except Somnambula.
Oh. You're actually going to actual animation now. Okay. I wasn't expecting that.
Sphinx gave
Wow.
her the riddle. I shine brightest in the dark. I am there but cannot be seen. To have me costs you nothing. To be without me costs you everything. As Sonambula thought of the hardship she and her fellow villagers had experienced, she instantly knew the answer. Hope! She shouted. The Sphinx was so enraged, it seemed she might still refuse to release the prince. So Sonambula asked her for one more challenge. But if she accomplished it, the Sphinx would leave from the kingdom forever. The Sphinx quickly agreed, asking only that Sonambula walk to the prince across a deep chasm, blindfolded.
Oh.
Further, the Sphinx had cast a powerful spell that prevented Sonambula from flying.
Wow. That's
But
terrifying.
Sonambula never lost hope. She knew she'd need to make a leap of faith to save the prince. Guided by the sound of the prince's voice,
I mean, it's just a straight line,
she
to be
easily
fair.
made it across.
I mean, all she had to do was just walk straight ahead. That's not really a challenge.
The pharaoh asked how Sonambula prevailed, and she explained that she had always hoped she could make things better for her people, and that hope had carried her through. The prince replaced the pearl Sonambula
I just
gave
noticed
up
that in
with
all
a
the legends
strength
we've heard so
of
far,
gold. And around
actually,
her
no,
neck
never mind.
glowed
Scratch
bright
that.
enough
It's not true.
light made
Never mind.
an
Forget what I was
entire
gonna say.
kingdom. Forever after, Glopaz became our symbol of hope.
Wow, I had no idea how special the statue was to you. Somnambula sounds like a pretty cool pony. But I bet if she were here, she'd tell you how cool Daring Do is too. Because they both fought to protect this town.
If Sonambula were here today, she would condemn Daring Do for destroying our symbol of hope.
Tear his cloak off, please. No, I don't think they're booing her. I think they're booing him. I don't know anymore. Cavaleron.
Hey, buddy! What did Daring Do ever do to you to deserve all this?
Only everything.
Dr. Cabaleron?
Yes, Rainbow Dash. When I saw you, her closest friend, I knew that Daring Do would not be far behind. I really do owe you for leading her right to me.
Wait, what?
I didn't mean to.
Thank you for helping me break Daring Do's spirit by destroying her reputation. But I can't have you running off and telling her my plan.
Oh, hello, hench ponies. Well, you guys came out of nowhere. Oh, hey, we have a parallel with the story you just heard.
No! He's got Rainbow Dash! Come on!
Blindfolded and winged restricted.
I'm coming! Rainbow!
Oh, come on, we've seen you run for longer than that.
You've come?
You did? I sure didn't. What if I cause more trouble?
You won't.
How do you know?
I just do. You wouldn't let anything happen to Rainbow Dash. You care too much.
You're right. Which way did they go? To the pyramid!
Isn't that the pyramid from the story that we just heard?
No pony, any pony. Pinkie Pie, Daring Do, is that you? Don't worry, Rainbow.
Oh, the bridge is out this time. Oh, that's not good.
If my previous plan didn't cause you to give up, Daring Do, and the shame of losing your dear friend, Rainbow Dash to the slime will! Oh, and that ancient magic from the legend is real. There'll be no flying in the pyramid. Good luck,
Oh.
Daring Do!
The curse is just on the pyramid. He doesn't actually have to cast it like the Sphinx had to. Wow.
He's right. We'll never get to her in time.
If this really is like Somnambula's story, then we just have to have hope that we can.
I think we need more than hope, Pinkie. There was a bridge in the story, and there's no bridge here. What are we gonna do?
Make a bridge?
I don't know. Rainbow Dash is our friend, just like Somnambula. We need to make a leap of faith and hope that we can save her. Pinkie!
Oh, well, that's convenient.
Thanks for reminding me not to give up
Untie
hope.
Rainbow Dash quickly, please.
Hoping you ponies will untie me before we all take a bath in bubbling green slime.
Yeah, good one.
We're on it.
It is really convenient that those steam bats were there.
Not so fast, Caballeron.
You stole our glow pads!
I should have known you were just trying to sully my name so that you'd be free to steal whatever you wanted.
Of course that was the plan, Daring Do.
Yeah,
At first,
duh.
I just wanted the glow pass. But then, I saw an opportunity to write you out of the story for good!
Literally and figuratively.
And with the destruction you leave in your wake, it didn't take too much to convince ponies you were a villain.
You're wrong, Caballeron. And I won't let you break my spirit again. Because I'm never gonna give up hope that I can protect ponies and ancient treasures from miscreants like you.
Remember, she ruined your statue!
They can always rebuild it. Oh my god.
Oh, you're ready for the Daring Do!
Okay, that's enough. Thanks for helping me come to my senses. You two are true friends.
Are you kidding? That was awesome! We're just glad you're back to your old self again.
Yeah.
Me too. But I'm glad I realized that even if you're fighting for something good, you're still responsible for your actions.
And if something bad happens that you didn't intend, you shouldn't give up hope or lose faith in yourself. Yeah! All you gotta do is make it right. Feel free to use that in your next book.
You know, I think I will.
That's actually a great bookender quote. Oh wow. That's more than enough to pay her. Well, Caballero's the one who's banned now. New sketch. Nice. Okay, so yeah, I like that episode. It didn't relate back to episode 14 like I thought it would, but that's fine. I'm glad with the story that we did have. It did link back to the very first Daring Do episode that we saw, like I said, with the whole like not believing in yourself thing. But yeah, it's actually interesting on Caballeron's part trying to sully Daring Do's name so that he would be able to steal whatever he wanted. That's actually pretty clever, in all honesty. Though I do wonder why her books aren't sold in that region of the town. Maybe they just can't. Well, no, because they made deliveries of like the apple cart and the money bag at the end. So I don't see why her stories wouldn't be sold there. Now that they know how much of a hero she is, they'd probably be more than happy to have the books in that region. But I guess it would complicate things if they had read the books and read all of her heroic deeds and everything. It would be weird if they suddenly turned on her despite reading those stories. Though I really do want there to be an episode where, like, Daring Do is compromised, mainly just because of the fact that because of her story being told by Rainbow Dash in the journal. Maybe that'll be a season 8 episode or something. Because we should be getting close to the end of season 7. Usually these seasons don't have more than 20 episodes. I think the one that had the most had, 23 or something like that? But it looks like we still have a couple of regular episodes to go. Hopefully they set up Chrysalis coming back, because that's what everybody's anticipating, myself included. And I really do wonder what her plan is for revenge on Starlight, seeing as renegade changelings are no longer a thing. And I doubt that there are other changeling hives, at least ones that aren't being ruled by somebody else, because I assume that each individual changeling hive has their own queen. I don't know. I mean, they introduced a brother for Thorax, so why not introducing a sister or even a brother for Chrysalis that she goes to for help? That would be interesting. But yeah, I'm going to leave this episode here. If you guys enjoyed this episode, give it a like. Also, be sure to like my Facebook page, follow me on Twitter, as well as support my Patreon. All 3 links will be in the description below. And subscribe for more. And if you are subscribed or a new subscriber right now, be sure to hit that bell icon so you get notified of when I upload videos. This is Viola Rules Reacts, signing off. Talk to you later.